Hey guys, StandardVR back with some super exciting news for myself and the channel. We have been invited to be part of the Shuckle Premier League Development Division, the SPL Development League, and I am super excited to introduce my squad for this season, the Kansas City Kirim. But before we get into that, the season's format is a little bit different from your standard Wi-Fi draft league, and honestly, I think it's one of the coolest setups yet. The SPL Development League is all about helping players grow. Not just as battlers, but also as content creators. The goal is to provide everything we need to make top-tier Wi-Fi Draft League content while learning and improving together. To make that happen, the league is structured around 4 teams, each led by a head honcho, a former SPL veteran coach who's here to help their group of 3 players with drafting, gameplay advice, YouTube content, and overall strategy. And I am proud to announce that my head honcho is none other than Season 4 veteran Hoodlum Callum, leading the team known as the Take Heart Foundation. Callum is one of the most experienced and creative minds in the league scene, and I'm hyped to be part of his roster. The Take Heart Foundation will be working together throughout this season, sharing prep ideas, building strategies, and pushing each other to improve every week. Now, here's how this season's going to kind of work. Like I said, there are 4 head honchos, each with 3 coaches on their team. The head honchos won't be playing this season. They're strictly mentors for their squads. The 3 members of each team also won't face each other during the regular season, so we can collaborate freely on prep and builds. After the regular season, the top 8 out of 12 coaches will advance to a single elimination playoff bracket. It's a great mix of competition and collaboration, and with Hoodlum Callum guiding the Take Heart Foundation, you know we're aiming for the top spot. So, here are the draft rules, in case you guys aren't familiar with draft. Each coach is allocated a specific number of points to draft Pokemon. The draft itself and the turn order was randomized and run in a snake format. Picks go from 1 to 12 and then back from 12 to 1. Each coach drafts between 9 and 11 Pokemon. You don't have to spend your full budget if you're satisfied after 9 picks. And then after the draft, we select our Terra Captains. A lot of Pokemon are Terra banned. If you're a high point value, more than likely you're Terra banned. You can also pick some like lower point Pokemon that have a much higher Terra point value, if that makes sense. These Pokemon are the only Pokemon allowed to terrestrialize. We get 20 points to spend on 1 to 3 of them. The cost of each Terra Captain is deducted from both your main and Terra budgets. With the rules out of the way, let's jump into the fun part. The draft breakdown for the Kansas City Kirim, leading the charge. Number 1 pick, we got Roaring Moon. It's one of the most dangerous offensive Pokemon in draft. Great speed tier, incredible attack, and access to Dragon Dance makes this thing a constant threat. Whether it's cleaning late game or breaking early, Roaring Moon demands respect from Team Preview onward. It's the perfect flagship for the Kansas City Kirim. Next up, I wanted a strong defensive synergy mon with Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon's got a decent SPDF, so I was looking for something that was really physically bulky. So obviously, that's Pecharunt. One of the newer and more underrated threats in draft. That Poison Ghost typing gives it great resistances. You can clear those toxic spikes. You're a spin blocker. It's got a 160 base defense. Like, this thing is ridiculous. And between Malignant, Chain, and Parting Shot, it can spread poison and pivot out to keep momentum. It's a great status spreader, my Gluemon, and one of the trickiest to deal with defensively. Then, what I really want to do is I wanted to clear the board of, like, the big threats to Roaring Moon. We're going to play Protect the Moon. So, we drafted Enamorous Incarnate, one of the most flexible offensive fairies in the game. With Contrary and Superpower, it can snowball out of control, but it can also run purely special sets to nuke physical walls. Enamorous complements Roaring Moon beautifully, just threatening dark types that could resist, and also making sure that no one else can use this Enamorous against the Roaring Moon. Next up, obviously we need something that can check fairies, because there are other fairies besides Enamorous. And we needed a fan favorite on this channel. This mon has never let me down. We got Scizor, my tried and true utility mon. Priority Bullet Punch, U-turn for pivoting, and reliable defensive typing make it a consistent threat and a great support option. It gives my team much needed steal coverage. It helps handle fairies. Also gets things like defog to get rid of hazards. It's so good. Then we got the ultimate wild card. I'm surprised that I was able to pick this up as late as I did in the draft. But we got Mew. It can do literally anything. You can lead it. It's a great hazard setter, pivot. It can even be a setup sweeper. Its unpredictability makes it one of the hardest Pokemon to prep for in any format. Mew gives me insane flexibility in my weekly prep and fills whatever role the matchup demands. Next up, we have my first Terra Captain. We got Rhyperior. It's a powerhouse that also acts as a tank thanks to Solid Rock. It can flip matchups on their head with Terrestrialization. You can patch up those weaknesses, or you can just go Terra Ground, Earthquake everything, and just like pick up massive KOs. It's also another rock setter, and just a great offensive mon that's hard to take down in like one shot. Like this thing is getting some damage off every time it comes in. Next up, we got one of my favorite mons, I think, from Scarlet and Violet, Raging Bolt. I'm a huge electric type fan. Jolteon #1 favorite, Raikou right up there. So an electric dragon beast like Raging Bolt, it's right up my alley. Super bulky, super powerful, and so hard to switch into. It gives me much needed special offense and checks those bulky waters. Between Calm Mindset, Specs variants, or even defensive pivots, it's an incredible tool that pressures teams consistently. Now, from the get-go, I knew I wanted Wish support. Obviously, there's a lot of mons that get good Wish support, but I really wanted like a bulky water cleric, so you know who that is. That's Vaporeon. It's my special wall and team healer. Wish, Protect, Flip Turn, Haze makes this one of the best support Pokemon around. It keeps my offensive threats like Scizor, Rhyperior, Roaring Moon, even Enamorus healthy. It's so good. Next up, we got our second Terra Captain for this draft season. We got Shaman. It's offensively threatening with Seed Flare, but also surprisingly bulky when it needs to be. It's got that nice mythical 100 stats across the board. Terra gives it the ability to handle tough matchups or surprise opponents with unexpected coverage. Shaman's synergy with the rest of my core is excellent, and it can pivot between offense and defense seamlessly. It's another thing kind of like Mew. You never really know how I'm using it. So then, as you notice, we don't really have great hazard removal. We got Defog Scizor, so I needed a Rapid Spin user. That's what I was looking for. So rounding out the squad, we got him on top. It's my hazard control and physical pivot with that nice Intimidate. You got Rapid Spin utility. You got Intimidate support. You got solid fighting coverage. It's not the strongest fighting mon, but you know, it does the damage when it needs to. It helps protect my hazard weak team members and keeps the field clear for my sweepers. So, that's the Kansas City Kyurem, a team built around powerful offense, reliable bulk, and creative flexibility. I've got two super strong Terra options, and plenty of tools to handle a wide range of matchups. Being a part of the Take Heart Foundation under Hoodlum Callum is going to make this season even more exciting. We've got a great group and the motivation to show what Development League players can really do. A lot of these coaches, they have a lot of experience in draft on Smogon, some Wi-Fi draft. Definitely check them out. All of their links to their YouTube channels will be in the description below, along with the links to the 4 Head Honchos. Definitely check all of them out. Top tier content creators, top tier battlers. Thank you so much for watching. If you are hyped for the SPL Development League and want to follow the Kansas City Kyurem this season, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment on which Pokemon you think will be the MVP this season. Big thanks again to Hoodlum Callum and the Take Heart Foundation. Let's make this season one to remember. Catch y'all in week 1.